Hello, Star Lovelies. It's a great time to be a soul. Today we're talking about.
We're going to have super fun this podcast. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the day of the week that you're born and what it means, because there are planets associated with the day of the week. And your soul chose what date you wanted to be born, what year you wanted to be born, what month you wanted to be born, and, oh, by the way, what day of the week you wanted to be born. So you may know that already. And if you do, perfect. If you don't, you can type in thecalculatorsite.com. You can put your birth date in there and the day of the week will show up. So if you don't know, you can look it up. And if you do know, then perfect. Let's dive right in. So if you were born on a Sunday, Sunday is actually the day of the week associated with the sun. It's in the name. And so when we think about the energy of the sun, we think about showing up. We think about being stable and committed and linear and forward-looking and outward expressing. I'm not saying you're any of those things, but that's an energy that your soul chose. So think about that. If you were born on a Sunday, are you actually utilizing that day of the week's energy and leaning into the sun? And you could even, if you wanted to, go in a little bit further and look at the zodiac sign and really stir up that energy, because you were doing like a double thing to have the sun be the central part of your life. So that's really cool. If you were born on a Monday, I happen to be born on a Monday. If you were born on a Monday, Monday is the moon day. So this is where the moon has more of an expression for you. This is where you want it to be mysterious. You want it to be powerful. You want it to be mystical. You want it to be really leaning into how the cycles affect you. You love water. You love the expression, the emotional side of life. You really want to look at the feminine, ancient wisdom. You want to be able to hold things close to you. You want to go into nurturing and support. And so again, if that's not your jam, just think about that. Just think, why did I choose Monday to be born? You can also look at the zodiac sign for what your moon is in. You know what? In the show notes, we'll put a beautiful course that I have that is called the Bella Luna course, and we'll give it away for free because you can look to see what the moon expressions are. Lots of fun in that one. Okay. If you were born on a Tuesday, that is Mars Day. And so when you think about Mars, Mars has lots of energy, lots of action, wants you to be brave, is really looking for you to push the edges. Now, honestly, I do my group programs on Tuesdays purposefully because I want that energy of Mars to be that overriding container that we have when we're looking to transform. So Mars loves to push you beyond your boundaries. Mars loves you to take action. Mars is all about your will. Mars is all about, stepping out of your comfort zone. So think about that and think about, am I really actually doing that? Do I have that underlying energy toward me? And if not, are things happening in my life that seem to be serendipitous, that could be on the positive side, but also a little bit accident prone, a little bit clumsy? That's Mars saying, hey, wake up. Let's look at me. Let's see what's going on. Super interesting. And Mars is all about the warrior. So Mars really loves to have that, like that athletic and that physical action. Mars likes to make things real. If you were born on a Wednesday, Wednesday is Mercury Day. So Mercury is all about communication. Mercury is an Aries sign. Mercury is a messenger. So anything teaching, writing, listening, presenting, doing video, marketing, sales, anything about connecting with others, collaborating, joining groups. Really, Mercury is everything that is dialogue and discourse. Mercury is language. Mercury is traveling in short distances. Mercury is your neighborhood. Mercury is your siblings. It's just kind of fun to just think about just the different elements of Mercury. And when you're looking at that Wednesday birthday, Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? Because I would say to you that if you do self-identify as an introvert, Mercury is not so much into that. You might really adore the Mercury retrograde periods. That would be super interesting. Or you might want to press yourself just a little bit more if you don't want to take that expression into the external world. Do some journaling, do some intention setting, do anything that's like mental acuity. That would be great for you. Thursday is Jupiter day. So that's a good luck day. And so Jupiter likes to make everything bigger. And so are you someone who likes to expand and exaggerate? And are you someone who dreams and is super optimistic? Do you have good cheer? Do you like the element of thinking about expansion? Are you like pushing yourself to dream and pushing yourself beyond your boundaries? Jupiter is also, again, good luck charm. So you might have a more positive experience about things than others do. And if that's not your current expression, lean into Jupiter and say, Jupiter, what sign are you in? Jupiter's in a sign for one whole year. Look into that and say, am I actually taking advantage of my Jupiter essence that I've chosen because I'm born on Thursday? Really super interesting. Now, if you were born on a Friday, that's Venus Day. So Venus is about love. She's about beauty. She's about calm. She's about discernment. She's about value. So Venus is the one who helps you make choices, is really good about deciding things that are more heartfelt. So the words that come up are desire, pleasure, joy, their appreciation, satisfaction, fulfillment, their adoration, devotion, loyalty. They're not so success oriented, even though she does have a financial side to her, but she really is talking about the value of that. Do I value myself? Do you value me? Am I interested in myself? Are you interested in me? Do I love myself? Do you love me? Those are all Venus questions. So that Friday birthday is very Venusian. Now for Saturday is Saturn. And so for Saturn loves hard work. Saturn loves getting things done. Saturn loves having a task list and getting those projects completed. Saturn is doing errands and doing all those things that you really don't want to do. Saturn is one that says, you know what, let's just get them done because then we can have fun. So Saturn is also the one that makes you do the work first, and he can tend to delay the reward. So if you were born on a Saturday, you might want to look at that and say, okay, am I too task-oriented? Have I delayed my reward system that I have for myself? Because it doesn't mean you always have to be this way. Saturn is a hard taskmaster. So if you are doing that, then you might want to give yourself a little bit of a break. Alternatively, if you're like, yeah, no, don't do any of that. I don't really have that kind of laser-guided focus and that commitment to get all the things done. I procrastinate. Then maybe you'd want to look at that and say, I chose to be born on a Saturday, so therefore I chose to have that Saturnian influence. I wonder if I could use that to my advantage. So the day that you're born during the week actually matters, and it's really super interesting to see what you've chosen. But also, too, when you think about the days of the week, you can set things up in your life that really takes advantage of those energies that I just described, because any Wednesday could be good for communication. Any Thursday could be good for good luck. Any Monday could be good for like going inward and really reflecting. So you have all those energies available to you every single week. Getting into that birthday, it's what you chose to have energy that carried throughout your entire life. But again, the energies are here for you, whether you've chosen that from a soul perspective or not. We wanted to have a little bit of fun on this podcast. So I hope you enjoyed this. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and happy soul tidings.
Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more ways to use the stars strategically to align with your soul purpose, reclaim your power, and increase your prosperity. Please rate and review your favorite episodes, and remember to check out my website at kimwoods.com for my latest forecasts, articles, and offerings. To find out your intuitive success signature, take my 12-question Do You Know, Like, and Trust Yourself quiz and find out how you're living your stars at yourstarmaptosuccess.com. I've so enjoyed our time together, as it's filled with the power of the stars plus strategy to clear the pathway to your success. Until next time, Happy soul tidings.